but I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange, from the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Broncos, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. But definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll leave them with third and a full yard to go. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Faced for their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yard is?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And the Bears first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Bears 7, Broncos 0.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
There he goes, left side. And all the way home for the Broncos score. T. Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team. as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
To the air, Williams. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Bears 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw, it's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go play action here with Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2.
Now it's Nix. A quick throw, but incomplete. You look at this Bears defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
At the 19-yard line.
And here's a quick throw out to Mims. Calling a gain of a yard. And that's going to bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Stiff-armed him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Looking to throw is Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Bears
to throw, Williams. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw, Williams. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
brings up second and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Open man, he finds Kamal. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears are back within a couple of the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this is now a one-point game.
21. Bears 20.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Nick's going to give to Hardy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Nick's to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He's going to field this at the 4. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 2nd and 13. Pass caught by Burden. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And this one is incomplete.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. That is caught. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. To the air once more. Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
That's complete. Romadunze. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a 1st down.
Bears, 1st down. A gain of 15.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him to make.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Luther Burden, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are once again back in front. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And the Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Harvey now on 1st and 10.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage.
But now he appears to be in some pain.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Broncos are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
Now the try here for the extra point.
And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Broncos 28, Bears 27.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, this has been either good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Williams now operating from the gun. And his throw here is incomplete.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have...
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that, because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening.
Caleb Williams, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have yet again retaken the lead.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for the running back. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw is Nix. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Quickly completed to the right flat. Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw once more. Here's Williams. He's got the connection to Moore. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing is Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That's good for the Bears. First down. A gain of 9 yards.
They'll look to throw again. Williams looking to do it himself. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and a couple. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now stands at 13.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. It winds up just an incomplete pass, though.
At the 25-yard line.
A final shot before break. Nix. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
47-yard line.
He'll get that complete to Franklin.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing Nix.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. 31 yards. And the Bears are able to widen their advantage. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point.
They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Off the bootleg, here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Ready.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Tapping.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Bombers.
To throw. Here's Nix. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Captain. Ready.
Now it's Nix. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. Off the play fake. Nix. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
From the gun on 3rd down, Nix. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 6 yards away. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Extra point forthcoming. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Next the score, Bears 47, Broncos 42.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Bears 1st down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. That's to the right side, caught by Burden. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
To the air, Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sign of relief.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Williams. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready. Bombers.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Nix to the air. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Troy Franklin. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the bootleg, it's Williams. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And the Bears.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost...
He's got a man, complete. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore, 30 yards. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Broncos 48.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Nick's going to keep this himself. That's taken in by Franklin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Nix. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
To throw, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this will remain an 11-point spread. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Nix from the shotgun. And this is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On play action, here's Nix. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Ole, ole, ole. Oh, captain, 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 captain.
Here's Nix once more. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marvin Mims with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. Nick's going to keep this himself. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looking to throw is Williams. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Vegas, Vegas.
Throwing is Williams. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Williams from the gun on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
What is up?
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up first and 10 here.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Throwing Nix. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's good for the Broncos. First down.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here.
Captain. Throw.
To throw is Nix. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they will score on pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing after the interception. Nix. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Nix. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Bombers.
Operating from the gun. Nix. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Williams pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an...
They got his man complete. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims, 34 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The Broncos will line
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Williams looking to do it himself.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Colston Loveland.
37 yards.
And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
The extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Broncos 60.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not me. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows.
Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot. Well, nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh,